Roar of the crowd. I'm Junior from the Board of Doom, and this is my NXT Recap, April 19th, 2017. And all I gotta say about this NXT is it was, in fact, a perfect... NXT started out with Bobby Roode coming to the ring. He was talking about, it's my era, if you don't like it, get in line. And then Hideo Itami came out. So that's a nice, interesting little development. If you've paid any attention, you've known that Hideo Itami's been performing at house shows, and that it's about time he came back. I'm really glad he came back after like all the Superstar Shake-Up and all that stuff, because I didn't want him to go up. I wanted him to be on NXT, all that stuff. So you know what I mean? Like it's really good that he came back now, and I like how that's their answer to losing Shinsuke for the time being while they build up McIntyre. I think it's a really good thing. I like it. It's going to be phenomenal matches. If he doesn't win, that's fine. I would probably prefer to keep it on Roode and have McIntyre be pushed to do that, but yeah, I'm not the bookers. But that's what I would prefer to see happen. What I like about it is he laid him out. He hit him with the GTS. Like, he just walked up, he slapped Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode's like, oh, you think you're tough? And then he hit him with a GTS. I like that. That's really cool. Then we get to the Jack Gallagher, Tyler Bate little segment. They're going to be wrestling for the United Kingdom Championship. I think that's going to be a phenomenal match. Tyler Bate is young. He's really, really good in the ring. Jack Gallagher is really, really good in the ring. That's going to be a instant classic, I would assume. Not necessarily true, but who knows. With NXT, you usually get a main event. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the main event, and it's usually really, really good. Then there was a backstage segment where they had Heavy Machinery working out, and there was Drew McIntyre off to the side, and Cien Almas kind of walked up to him and was like, I'm Cien Almas, me, kind of thing. And they're going to wrestle next week. It was confirmed on the show they're going to wrestle next week. It's going to be a very good match. They had a Cien Almas match after that little segment where he faced a Danny Burch, and it was a glorified squash match where Burch had some offense, but Cien Almas won. So they're building up Cien Almas again for utter failure, like they've done. They've built him to look strong, and then they job him out to somebody. Or, not really job him out, but Drew McIntyre's going to win that match, probably, because of the Cien Almas, so, you know, why not? And they're building him up again. They're playing the whole, oh, does he take it seriously thing? It's like, oh, look at there. Can he do it against Drew McIntyre? No, he can't, because it's NXT and Drew McIntyre is going to be the next big thing. And then they had a little thing with all the women talking about Asuka and how she's dominant and now she's cocky, oh, there's a weakness. And everybody's like, be the one to just own the crown and run. And it was dumb, to be honest with you. They don't have a legitimate contender for it right now. So they're just, everybody's trying. It's going to be Ember Moon. Ember Moon's going to be the next women's champion. Stop pretending. Stop. You're not fooling anybody. Which leads us to the Billie Kay and Peyton Royce versus Aaliyah and Liv Morgan. That match was meh. Peyton hit Aaliyah with a kick, and she kicked out, which I thought was cool. Liv Morgan and Aaliyah won after Billie and Peyton tried to cheat. Liv knocked Billie off the ring after she was holding Peyton so they couldn't roll her up, and then Aaliyah rolled her up anyways, and they won the match. I was kind of confused. I thought that they just jobbed out Aaliyah, but apparently they allowed her to get a credible win. Kinda. It's a tag team match. They're not really too credible. Especially if it's not a tag team winning the tag team match. But, then that brings us to the main event. This match was awesome. Like, it was great. It was Ty Dillinger versus Eric Young, the Steel Cage. And they came out, Ty came out first, and then Eric came out with Sanity and sent Sanity away. Which you knew that Sanity was going to come out later. Anyway, but it was really, really good. They were awesome. Actually, Eric Young did get the advantage early, which I really, really liked. He was just dominating Ty, and Ty had little flurries that he just was like, no, stop, you're not doing this. And then Obviously, Ty had to regain control, and then they started going back and forth, and it was really cool because Eric Young had a chance to escape, and he jumped off the top of the cage with an elbow, and then Ty kicked out of said elbow drop, and it was a really good match. Towards the end, Sandy did come out after a little bit, and then of course Team Ty came out, and then they duked it out, so it was like Ruby Riott versus Nikki Cross, and then you had the other guys going at it with Ono and Strong versus the other two. Sandy gained control of that. I don't know what happened to Nikki Cross or Ruby Riott. They kind of just disappeared. They came out and disappeared. It kind of was unexplained. I guess they took each other out. But Sandy eventually, they shut the door on Ty when he was about to escape, and they did the no thing. It was pretty cool. It was funny. And then Killian Dane got in the ring, and Ty was going up top, and Alexander Wolf was on the other side, and he was stopping him. So Ty cross-bodied into the thing off the top of the cage again, like another top of the cage spot, and took out both Killian Dane and Eric Young, and then turned around, looked up, saw Alexander Wolf coming in, went, "Oh, shoot," because that's the word he used, and, like, scurried out, and Ty won. And it was a nice little moment, send him off. I honestly would have preferred to see Eric Young win, because I thought Ty was old school, so go out on your back. But, I mean, I guess he's already up, so this was his goodbye. I mean, you look at Balor went out on his back, Shinsuke went out on his back. It doesn't matter. It was a nice moment for Ty because, I mean, Sandy had won that feud already. And they were just coming to a close, so, you know, to give Ty a win isn't the worst. But this NXT was awesome. And the next NXT is going to be really cool. You're going to have McIntyre, you're going to have Bate. It's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good show. NXT's is on the upswing. Everybody's kind of worried they don't have star power. We got a couple indie guys that fixes that, but right now there are big stars like McIntyre, Itami, Rude. You could push Strong. They got the people. I don't know why everybody's kind of worried about this, but I've been Junior from the Board of Doom. That's been my NXT recap. Top presenter out.